Hey folks, this is Lance McBrayer with the Lance McBrayer Lab here. Just finishing up my day at the salon. Thursdays I always finish early, so I thought I'd try to get in my fourth video. Hopefully I'll be running out of fingers soon, but I am trying to make sure that, see, I just messed up. I'm not supposed to use the word trying. So I'm going to let this be an example for you too. Do not use the word trying. Get the word trying out of your life and out of your vocabulary. Because what I should have said is that I am going to continue to do these videos daily as I've promised to myself and as I've promised to you. So that's just going to be our number one point for today, is that to throw out the word try or trying. Yeah, you're not trying, you're doing. You are. And that was actually the point that I was going to bring about today, or talk about today. And that is that when we have goals, or we have intentions, or we have anything that we want to accomplish, we have to make sure that our mind is aligned with our mouth. Yeah, obviously you can imagine what that means, right? That what we think has to be in alignment or in agreement with what we actually say. So let's take this example that I started off with about wanting to do these videos every day. My mind is saying that, yeah, I want to try to, see, sometimes you got to really stay on yourself. And I'm going to just keep using this video as a pure example of how we have to sort of reprogram our minds. My mind was saying that I am going to do these videos daily, but my mouth, obviously, as you just saw again, is saying and using the word trying to do this. So not in alignment here. Mind, mouth, not in alignment. So I need to get these together. I need to get them thinking on the same path and being on the same path through not only what I think, but also what I speak out of this thing here. Because it's so powerful. This tongue there especially is super powerful. And so whatever we say, not only do others hear it, but our minds hear it too. And so if there isn't a continuous flow of unity between those two things, then there's going to be confusion not only between those two things, but confusion in our lives. And we'll wonder, like, why can't I ever do what I am, intending to get done and to accomplish? Well, first of all, because it could start off with our minds are not in alignment with our mouths. And so hopefully this is a great example. I mean, I didn't intend to let this be an example, but it's working out perfectly. And so as you see, I'm like right along this same path of trying to improve not only myself, but my thinking and my speech and the things that I tell myself too through words. And so it's actually the point that I was going to make today, is that, we really have to sort of water our minds with our words. So it has to be the right words in order to let what we have in our minds grow and to flourish and to prosper. And so we need to make sure that what we speak is always in alignment and in agreement with what we think and what we want in life. Or else our reality will never be what we are thinking it should be, because it's just not in unison. And so that's just going to be the key for today. I'm going to make it short and sweet. I actually was going to talk about an example of myself. I was trying to think about something that I could use that would show that. And that was really about what I was speaking. So I just turned 48 in October, and when I turned 40 8 years ago, I decided that I wanted to push my body beyond its current limits and become a bodybuilder. But for a long time, it took me about 3 years from the time I was 40 until I was 43, when I actually was ready to step on stage, on a bodybuilding stage, and to compete. And what I did in those beginning stages, though, when I first turned 40, I said, I'm going to try this. I'll even say that. I'm sure I used that word since I just used it today, right? And the time kept going on, and I said, I'm trying to be a bodybuilder, and so time kept going on. I was seeing some results, but then finally, you know what I decided? I decided that I had to be a bodybuilder right then and there, even before I ever stepped on that stage. And so the point being is that I changed my words for myself and for my mind, and I didn't use the word trying, or I didn't use I'm going to be, or anything like that. I actually decided, it was probably by the time I was like 42, I think. It was probably like a real year before I actually stepped on stage, that I said I needed to change my words. I needed to make sure that I was a bodybuilder right then and there, not going to be or trying to be or eventually going to be, but like, even though I hadn't reached my goal completely, I needed to feel that. I needed to feel what it felt like to be on stage. I needed to feel all of my muscles, being in right proportions, and the striations showing through my body and my skin, and my flexing and my routine. I needed to feel what that was like, so that when I did step on that stage, I already knew what was going to happen. And it's not about being boastful or being overly confident, but you have to believe what you are, or I'm going to say what you want to be, and then just act like you already are that right then and there. So, don't say you're going to be an artist, a great artist one day. Be a great artist right now and feel what that feels like. Don't say you're going to be, a writer one day, or you're going, be a writer now. Just start writing. Start doing whatever it is that you want to be right now, and feel what it feels like to be that. And therefore, it's not about like pretending or anything like that, but like, just feel it, and just let it permeate throughout your whole body and your whole being, and just be who you are, or who you intend to be, for whatever it may be. And so that's my word for today, is just like, and then I should tell you that I did eventually step on stage at 43. I actually won in 2 categories. It was the bantamweight category. I think I had to be at 147 pounds for that. I won that. And then also, I think the thing that I'm most proud about is that I won the category for Masters Division, which meant that, because I was over 40, that it was like guys of all sizes and, and so forth. So big, tall guys. I won out of that category too. So it really did an amazing thing for my character and for who I am and how I felt, that by doing that and accomplishing that I could do anything in life. And so that's what you can do too. Just be what you want to be, feel it now, and then just set out through, direct actions. Of course, I couldn't just say that and, the rest of my laurels. I had to get my butt in the gym, every day or every other day, what I was doing then, really stay strict with my diet, really listen to what my coaches, I had a training coach as well as a nutrition coach. I had to take those, actions that would get me to where I wanted to be. But I had to, first of all, feel as if I already was a champion. And it happened. And because like I had felt it for so long, for about a year or so up until that, I was just taking those direct actions of what I needed to do in order to be who I felt I already was. And so same thing for you folks. You can do it too. Just feel who or what you want to do, feel everything about it, like what it smells like, what it tastes like, how you feel, how people are reacting to you, everything. Just immerse yourself in that feeling, and you can be whoever or whatever you want to be. So anyway, hope you had a great day, and that inspires you to get going right now and be you, as well as whatever it is you want to do. Peace and hair grease. Let's go.